What is up, you all? It's been a while since I've made a video. I do have a video in the works, as I am making this video, but it has been a while. A few things have happened. One, by this video title, I cooked up something a little special for you guys. Two, I can tell you this all now. There is a Pokemon Champions video in works, as well as a video on my last regionals experience. So you can look forward for those two things. Those are the things I got in the works for you. But let's get into it, shall we? So, have you ever, before rotation happened, were you ever one of those people that liked playing Mega Absol Box and was really disappointed when rotation kind of killed the deck? Unless you play that Terra slop nonsense that it is today. Well, I have fantastic news for you, ladies and gentlemen. I have fixed Absol Box very well. Thanks to the new set Chaos Rising, we got access to a very cool tool that I think people are not giving enough attention to and are ignoring a little too much of. Transformation Tome. Now you're probably wondering, hold up, how does that solve Absol Box? I'm glad you asked. So, let's get down to it. The deck consists of 2 Mega Absols, of course, 2 Mega Kangaskhan's, because drawing is really important, and you'll understand soon, because we need to hit those 2 Transformation Tomes in order to play it. So being able to draw as many cards as possible is fantastic. We're also running 3 Munkidoris, because it wouldn't be Absol Box if we couldn't manipulate damage for terminal period and stuff like that. But now, the spice of this deck. We are running 4 Marnie's Impidimp, 1 Marnie's Morgrem, and 2 Marnie's Grimmsnarl. With the help of Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX's punked up ability, you can accelerate 3 energies to a Marnie's Impidimp, and as long as Mega Absol's in the discard and you have 2 Transmutation Tomes, you can then make that Impidimp a Mega Absol, giving you a Claw of Darkness in 2 turns, just like you were able to in the past. Well, yes, that is still technically possible with the Terra Slot version, with all of the Crispins you're playing in that deck. It just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel consistent. Also, that one, you have so many different attackers that 90% of the time, you really don't even want to use Mega Absol. So at that point, you might as well be playing Slot Fox at that point. So, why does this fix it? Well, for first of all, you only have to play Dark Energies now. You no longer have to play a bunch of different energies for any reasons. 2, with the help of 3 Spikemuth Gyms, 3 Petrels, and a Secret Box, combined with that running errands from Mega Kangaskhan, you're almost always going to have all the pieces to be able to turn on your second turn of the game. You're going to be able to Rare Candy, Grimmsnarl, and double Transmutation Tome 90% of the time. Not every time are you going to have it, but that's okay, because worst case scenario is you get a Marnie's Grimmsnarl out. And let's be real, that's still a strong card in the format right now, especially because a lot of people aren't thinking about it. Dark types in general, I think, are really strong right now, because grass types may be up, in theory, but if we've looked at it so far, really, you just have to be able to stop Dragapult. And from the past, I know that with double Munkidori, and being able to, another thing that the double Munkidori becomes even more attainable with this new version of the deck, because you can simply turbo your energies to Absol using Grimmsnarl, so you don't have to attach it from hand to anything, except for Munkidori. So, you're consistently getting your Munkidoris up, and with 4 Poké Pads, you're almost always seeing them. We aren't playing any Buddy Poffins in this deck, but that's just because, thanks to Spikemuth Gym, you really don't need it, especially when you only really need 2 Impidimps on the board each game. And a lot of time, a lot of people ignore the Impidimps and try to go for more important things like your Kangaskhan and Latias. They tend to ignore the Impidimps, and then if they don't, it's not really hard. There's not a lot of people playing more than 3 stadiums, so you're probably going to win that stadium war with that 3 Spikemuth gyms. And with 3 Petrels and 1 Secret Box, you're almost always going to have access to your Spikemuth gym. That on top of that, you're realistically only playing 2 Poké Pads for a Munkidori. And 4 Lillie's Determinations and how much draw you're doing, you're almost never going to have to use all 4 Poké Pads, so a lot of them can be used for another Impidimp. Another cool thing about this deck is we are playing Budew, so you can kind of slow down your opponent if you don't get the Transmutation Tome. Because sometimes you need to. Some matchups it's really important to, and also Transmutation Tome, with 4 of them in the deck, you're seeing them pretty frequently. And I feel like a lot of people are not really giving respect to this. And let's just say, I kind of went on a bit of a rampage live with an 8-win consecutive win streak, which is very, very good. I, at first, when coming up with this deck idea, did not think it would be consistent, or I thought it would be too janky to even be considered. Now, I think this deck could be meta, and with its really good Dragapult matchup, with the 2 Munkidoris being able to almost guarantee, with Phantom Dive almost guaranteeing you terminal period every turn if they want to Phantom Dive, you're really not losing to Dragapult 90% of the time. You could still lose to it because, I mean, any positive matchup you can still lose. But this is a very positive matchup against Dragapult. And on top of that, Dragapult, a lot of the time they're not getting a Dragapult on their first turn. So on your second turn, if you go first, you hit the combo, you're now ripping a card out of their hand before they get to evolve stuff. So you can further deny Dragapult. So, how well does this deck work? Well, let's find out together, shall we? Also, here's a full deck list on the screen. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. As we go through these a few games, I'm going to play 3 games to show you just how good this deck is, and then we can run through some more of the combos, some deck changes, ideas you could consider. I think that my list is perfect. Well, I wouldn't say perfect. I think my list is strong enough that you really don't need to change anything, and you could probably walk into a locals and just steamroll everyone there, especially when they're not expecting what's about to happen. So, let's get right into it, shall we? I'll see you in the games. Okay guys, we now have our first match with, and we're gonna get the call. Let's see if we can win the coin flip. We do want to try to go first with this deck, but second isn't bad because we are playing Budew. So, second can't hurt too bad, but we do genuinely want to go first with this deck to try to low ball before stuff like item lock and stuff, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, which is why we're playing Budew, to be able to somewhat recover. Ooh. I think we cook with this start. This is a really good start, and I'm going to show you guys why this is a really good start. It would be slightly better with Lillies instead of Petrel, but this is a really good... Okay, so this is not going to be a fun matchup. This is one of the few decks that do beat this deck, kind of. Only kind of. You're going to want 3 Impidimps on the board, though, I think, like, at the end of this turn. You definitely want to play 3. You definitely want to try to get 3 down. Get down 3 Impidimps in this. Also, item locking them would be very handy in this. Unless they set up too well, then item locking doesn't do anything. That's the thing, you gotta think. Sometimes going for Flitch is better than item locking. It really just depends. If your opponent has like a ton of cards in their hand, there's a high chance that they're still needing to play item cards. So if they still need to play item cards, good chances are Budew is a good option. If not, or if your hand is absolutely cooked, which I don't think we are in that position because we can grab a Lillie's Determination for next turn, guaranteed. So I'm not sure we need to worry too much about this. And with them, just, if they pass on this, I think we Budew. Okay, so I think they're trying to get all their item cards out of their hand, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, they're 100%. So I think we go for Flitch here. I don't even think they're going to have any more item cards. So we're gonna grab this, Spikemuth Gym, grab Impidimp, Poké Pad for Impidimp, Cash return to Impidimp, Petrel, grabbing what? Yeah, Lillie's Determination. Where do I grab Secret Box? I think Secret Box is the better option here. And then we'll just switch. Okay, hitting us Dark Energy here is really good. That means I don't have to... I can top deck something hopefully good to discard. That is a wee bit unfortunate, but we are just going to get to just instantly bump that stadium. They have to go for a Lillie. So, I would say that we might have made a small mistake, but I don't think so because... Well, yes, they are going to get to play their item cards. Drawing into that, having to Secret Box away that energy is not actually great in this matchup. We kind of need this Secret Box live. Also, I don't think they have a way of free retreating here, so I think they're going to have to attach this Weedle or attack with Weedle. Or evolve it into a Beedrill and attack. I don't think they're going to be hitting us with the Arboliva, which is actually really good for us if they're not. Oh, they're just trying to go for a surprise. Which they hit? But that's just Munkidori damage that we can mess with. Alright, we're going to attach for turn 2 Monkey. Secret Box. We should grab a Lillie's Determination. Rare Candy. Air Balloon and Spikemuth. This is the play. I should have grabbed a... I should have probably grabbed Boss, actually. But it's fine, actually. We can ignore it. We're gonna Spikemuth for Grimmsnarl. Rare Candy the Grimmsnarl. Evolve the active. We are gonna punk up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna grab only 4 energies. We're going to attach 1 here and then 3 to one of the Impidimps here. We are gonna slam the Air Balloon on this Impidimp. And then we're gonna throw down a Lillie's Determination. Okay. And then we'll evolve this into a Morgrem. Then we're gonna move 30 onto Beedrill. And then we're gonna put the other 30 on Beedrill here. Because now Petrel is in range of terminal period. Or flip 1 heads on the Kangaskhan. We also do get the added benefit of deleting all the energies on their board currently. Okay, they did have the stadium, which is a little bit annoying. Not the worst thing since we did get the Marnie's Grimmsnarl in the hand. So I think this is a matchup where you kind of want to late game Absol, not early game Absol. Okay, so I think they are going to be attacking with Petrel, which is fine because we do have a great method of getting terminal period out. We just need to top deck a Transformation Tome or a way of discarding. Oh, we need to draw a lot actually here. Maybe we all go for Fez. I hope we get lucky. Actually, never mind, because we don't have to play boss because they put the 60 damage Beedrill in active here. Which is good. They don't know it's good for me, but this is good for me. Especially if they can't attack. Ooh, they couldn't attack. Well. Okay, here's where things get complicated, because then we are sacking the energies on this Grimmsnarl, and I don't love that. But what we can do is set up you with 30 damage, I think is a good play here. Yeah, then we Petrel, grab an Ultra Ball? No, wait, why did I do that? Oh, yeah. We want to grab... I want to see how many energies we have in the deck right now. 1? Okay, that's fine. Because honestly, I kind of want to let this Grimmsnarl go down. So I'm going to grab Latias here. Oh, I should have sequenced that differently. Okay, and then we're going to evolve into another Grimmsnarl. Punk up to accelerate that final energy in the deck. Yeah. Then we are going to bench the Latias. And we are going to go for a Shadow Bullet. And then we are going to set up this Arboliva for a knockout. Because now both this Beedrill and Arboliva is set up for a knockout, one with Claw Darkness and one with Terminal Period, which is, I think, a very good position to be in right now. The only issue is I shouldn't have Petrel for the second Ultra Ball. I should have grabbed Transformation Tome, but I don't know if I want to get Absol out right now. I kind of want to keep it in Impidimp, and if the Impidimp goes down, then we can hopefully hit a Night Stretcher to grab a second energy for this Grimmsnarl. That, and I also think they want to attack with Beedrill here. We could also hit Energy Switch and move one of the energies to Impidimp to the Grimmsnarl. When you hit a grass deck, I think you kind of just have to play a Grimmsnarl simulator with this deck, which is a wee bit unfortunate because it's not quite as strong in playing it this way, but it is still a fairly decently strong. Yeah, honestly, that is the better scenario because I will show you. We do want to put this Impidimp in the active though. What do we top deck here? Poké Pad. I think we need to bench that, play this, grab the Budew, I guess. We're just trying to get this out. And grab you, send you to the discard as well. I don't really like that, but we do want to get the Fez, and we can't get rid of Transformation Tome because we do want maximum chances to be hitting this Transformation Tome off this, 2 of them off of this Lillie's Determination. Plus Fez. Okay, we didn't hit it. Oh, we did hit. Is the Energy Switch to move the energy onto this Grimmsnarl. And then we can retreat into the Grimmsnarl. We can bump their stadium, search Marnie's Pokemon to thin the deck out. And then we can take the knockout here and set up a Beedrill for Terminal Period. We are still ahead in the prizes, which I think is good for us. And oh wow, getting 2 Lillies, but we do have Petrel, so we're guaranteed a lot of stuff next turn. I would love to see Boss right now, but... Oh, I really want to see boss right now. Boss or... Oh, this might be problematic here. Okay, do 400 damage with that D-drill. And I don't really think there's a way for me to take a 2-price turn here, unfortunately. Boss. Okay. Yeah, we really need the boss right now, and that's... Yeah, they kind of outplayed us here. Well, actually, we can do that. Yeah. That is a play we can make. We can discard Impidimp, discard Absol, grab a Kangaskhan. We could Transformation Tome into the Kangaskhan. I think we found the win con here, which is kind of crazy. Okay. Oh, wait, this is perfect. It can Transformation Tome into Kanga. Kangaskhan here. Retreat into the Kangaskhan. Run errands. We hit the Night Stretcher, we win this game. Okay, cool. Yeah, we grab a Dark. Attach Dark to Kanga. Special Red Card. And we just gotta hope we get lucky with some heads here. We did not get lucky. Fortunately, though, we can just hope that they can't piece together an attack here. Okay, that's a little bit problematic. They might have game here. Because all they need is boss to win the game here. Or stall for 3 turns. I don't think they're going to be able to, though, because all I have to do is take out 2 knockouts here and I win the game. And if they attack, they give me Munkidori damage. Yeah, that's game. Well, we tried. Honestly, if I didn't misplay with that second Ultra Ball, I think we would have been in a better position. That was a misplay on my part. I wanted it for safety, forgetting that I didn't have 2 Transformation Tomes. So that I was also thinking of grabbing Kangaskhan with it, but I didn't want to do that after we did that. But yeah, let's head to game 2. Alright. Here is game 2. Let's see if we can win the coin flip. We're not off to a great representation of this deck. I'm really hoping we can find a good game where this deck can shine. I really don't want it to seem like this deck is bad, because... Oh, okay. This could be scary. If they're making us go first, that means there's a reason, and that can get scary. Well! Actually, this hand was literally just missing a supporter of some sort, and we got something good. Okay. Well, it's not a supporter, but what it is a Kangaskhan. yeah, we're gonna eventually retreat into Kangaskhan and hopefully run Aaron into some good cards here. That's not bad. I don't want a Night Stretcher for that monkey. I think I do. Yeah. I think getting a Munkidori up and running this turn is a good play. The only downside is I kind of am relying on this run errands to get me into something. That is the only downside to this hand right now. We kind of need a Lillies, which I don't want to play Lillies. Secret Box could technically... I honestly kind of hope they can somehow knock out the Budew on my bench. That is honestly, I think, the best case scenario in this position. What is Meowth grabbing? Petrel. Okay. Petrel for what? And if they Budew me, they Budew me. There's not really much we can really do about Budew except for kind of just take it. Although, I don't like that. Lead is scared about what's happening here. I don't know if I like this matchup. I don't know if I don't even know how to feel about this deck. Like, This might be just one of those super janky decks to the point where they're so janky they are good, is what I'm... Oh gosh, it's Budew. Lovely, 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 lovely. I love seeing the Ichiban fella. Well, we are not transmuting this turn at all, so what we're going to do though is we are going to hit Spikemuth Gym, get into Morgrem, so we can still get into the Grimmsnarl. But this actually does give me an excuse to slam down the Lillies for an 8. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna run errands for 2 cards. Oh yeah, we're literally just missing 1 Transformation Tome, and we're good. This hand is insane if we just hit 1. Oh, this hand is bad though if they do boss up Morgrem, knock it out this turn, but like I don't know what their deck is supposed to do, so I'm not sure what to expect. Well, they're playing Petrel, so boss is not an option here. I'm okay because we can bump that. We can instantly bump that with Spikemuth. Okay, that's actually a little bit annoying. I think we... Lily's D-turn being item locked here. Okay, this is a really good hand. Okay, then I think we grab Grimmsnarl, Evolve, Don't love seeing that. That's not great. I'm really hoping they don't Ichiban again. Because we really need to be able to start making plays right now. Okay, maybe they're making a play now. What does Metachan do? What do you do? What is it that you do here? Put damage counters on your opponent's like Pokemon until all 50 HP is remaining. Ew! That's a wee bit bad. I'm not sure how we win this. Not unless if the hand rip goes hard here. Yeah, the hand rip's gonna have to go Omega hard here. Let me grab that. Bench that. Attach here. Discard these. Grab you. Bench the Fez. We're benching the Fez because we're forcing them to not knock out this naturally. Is that a special? Okay. That's a special. We'll get rid of Boss, because Boss is really good for them here. I don't think they're pulling that off again this turn. Successfully. Unless if I'm missing something. Oh, they're just gonna go into it. Okay. That's a choice. That is definitely a choice, because I can just keep hand ripping. The reason we grabbed Fez is to force them to do their shenanigans. Which might seem a little insane to do, but I really don't have a better play than that, because if they do their shenanigan, we lose. I will say though, that's really annoying too. Yeah, get rid of the fire energy. We do not want them to have energies in the hand right now. We just kind of want to slow them down as much as humanly possible. And they can't slow us down because they... I mean, they can, but... Yeah, they can't handle being hand ripped turn after turn after turn. In theory, that deck was a cool idea, but it's just not right. Hopefully we can hit a Dragapult deck and I can really show you what this Absol deck can do. Hopefully we can hit a real match. Oh, that was really quick. I don't think I have to make a cut for this one. So let's get on to this game 3, shall we, guys? I'm just really hoping for... Okay, we use a coin... Three coin flip losses in a row is really special, I'm not gonna lie. Although I will say, taking that dub because of hand ripping, it just shows just how strong 12 Darkness is, and I think that's why this deck is good. Because even in a matchup where I shouldn't win, like that, technically that matchup, if they had a better hand, I shouldn't have won that. Ooh, we're mulligan here. Hopefully we're not playing against anything too sketchy. Hopefully we're not playing against grass. What did they pick? Hopefully we can keep on. Hopefully we can keep. This is one of these decks where I really love how my deck performs. But my opponent wants to think forever. If this game starts and that's a Budew, and they thought this long about putting Budew in the active, I'm gonna crash out a little bit. Because there ain't no way deciding to bench Budew takes that long. It shouldn't. But it's gonna happen. Like, it probably is gonna happen. That's the stupid thing. It's probably gonna happen. It's probably what it's gonna be. Okay, we only got one mulligan, so that's... Ooh, hitting a monkey here is actually really good. Especially when we don't know what we're up against. Starting monkey doesn't give my opponent a lot of access to knowing what I'm trying to do here. I'm just really hoping it's not Dragapult, because giving them an extra card is not the greatest. This is also a weird matchup. Like, this is one of those matchups where it can be bad, but I mean, Grimmsnarl does go really hard into this matchup. So we'll see how they play this. I really hope they don't... Okay, giving them an extra card could be really good, because that gives them an extra way into Proton. Potentially chance to start Proton. Although I feel like if they have it, they would have played a card by now. Are they attaching and passing? What? Why did you think so hard about that? Is Bobagwai? I don't know how you spell that. Just pronounce that name. Is he struggling? Sir? Ma'am, sir? Are you struggling? Is he or she struggling? Why are we... Okay. Choices have been made. Choices I don't agree with, but choices have been made. Definitely choices have been made here. I haven't seen an item card be played, so I'm thinking Budew is really strong. My turn. I'll top deck Ultra Ball with probably good. Lilies for 8 fresh cards. Ooh. Oh! Oh! I don't think I could ask for a better start! Itchy Pollen! Top deck Spikemuth just does everything for this time. Holy cow. I'm telling you. Team Rocket Mewtwo can be a really sketchy matchup. I will be really transparent with y'all. But if this Budew hinders them enough, we're goated. I don't think it's hindering them at all. I think they're just gonna kill Budew. Honestly, I kind of want them to kill Budew because I'm going to Fez. Ooh. I'm not sure you want to knock out Budew, sir. Or can you even knock out Budew? I don't think you can. I don't think you don't have a way of getting the energies in the discard, do you? Oh, that's perfect. Love that. That's really good, actually. That's really good. Oh, but you do get Ariana. I'm really looking for two more Spidops. That would be really disappointing. Do they really get bricked by Budew? Okay. I was like, do they really just die a Budew here? That would be really bad for them if they do. Rocket Rush is such a scary attack. Ugh. We could be losing here. It's a 50-50 here. I'm not sure. I think we can get away with doing this. Call me crazy, but I don't think we can get really punished for that. And now we can flip the script to see if we can... Perfect. We hit a second Impidimp. So I think Claw of Darkness here is, like, okay. I kind of want to save an energy for these monkeys. For this monkey. That we could draw into. Because we can always Night Stretcher for the third energy that we need for this Impidimp later. We'll bench Monkey because it bends the deck. Well, speak of the devil, we got an energy for one of our monkeys here. You know what I don't hate doing here? I kinda don't hate sacking off these guys to make sure we have Latias in their hand. I really don't hate that. There's no way for them to get this damage off of the team off this minute, so I think healing with you here is good. Oh, the fact they have to put Mimikyu in the anchor, I think is scary for me. How many items did I stop them from playing? That's the real question. That do be the real question here. I stopped them from an energy search, which I don't really think they needed. Ultra Ball was actually probably really bad for them. Office receiver. What? Oh, you have to Ultra Ball for Spidops? Eesh. I think we're okay, because I don't think they can kill Grimmsnarl right now. Unless they can bench more Pokemon, which isn't looking, okay, well, Archer might solve that. I'm kind of wishing I benched Latias now, but it's... Oh, I mean, it's fine. It's not great. It's not horrible, though. Oh, my friends, if you're swinging into me, you're asking to lose. Oh, please, please, please. Ooh. Oh, that gave me a scare. I thought they were about to draw the game-winning card there. I thought they were about to hit tools. Ooh. Does that do the math? No, it does 90 plus 1. Yeah, you do 240 to me. I live that easy. Honestly, top decking something to get energy would be perfect. Yeah, charging them up makes sense. But they are being left with a 3-card hand, and I am taking a 2-prize turn this next turn here. So I'm not sure if we're too upset by this outcome. Oh. Hey, here is this. Then we can Spikemuth for the Morgrem. I think we just play Grimmsnarl Simulator. Yeah, we didn't really hit matchups where we can show off the Absol thing, but you know, sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You're gonna take out the Mimikyu, take a prize. And then we are going to knock out Spidops and use this Spidops and 30 damage on it, and their only Pokemon. I don't see a way for me to lose this turn. This turn is not possible. But there's no way for them to not give me Fez also. And if they do whiff the knockout here, which so far looks like they are, it's gonna be really bad for them. That actually does knock me out. That's funny. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't think we have to be scared of the Mewtwo. I honestly think making sure we get rid of this, I mean, we probably could have put down Absol. It can be sketchy to bench the Absol in some circumstances. No. Release the turn. Get a fresh new hand here, real quick, before we flip the script. Maybe we can hit something for that second monkey. I think we saved it, actually. Yeah. We save it for next turn if we need to, and then we just Shadow Ball it. Guarantee the win next turn, because we have boss in hand. And I don't see them going from a 2-card hand to being able to knock out a Grimmsnarl. And if they are, they kind of deserve the win at that point. But they can't get a Spidops this turn. It's not possible. So Ooh, that is really good, Ariana. Not gonna lie, that is pretty good. I am a wee bit scared. I don't really need my stadium. My stadium there was just there for kicks and giggles at this point. Also, if you leave me with damage, I'm gonna knock out. I'm gonna board wipe you. Not that I need to, but like, yeah, I mean, hey, that's not a bad play here, I think. I honestly think retreating. God, texting me on my recording. Lovely. What do y'all hit off a bug captain say? Brass energy. That's cool. I don't know if you win this one, pal. You would have to knock me out right now. And I don't think you can. Because you do 60 more to discard 2 energies. So you do 120 more. Yeah, you only do 280, so you are not hitting hard enough. If you were playing maximum belt, you could get there. There is no maximum belt being played. And I can't think of a damage multiplier that you could play down right now. Also, you can't even attack right now, so you've got that. I don't see the help for them. Yeah, they're just gonna hit us for an Erasure Ball, but we just hit them back and win. Unless if I'm missing something. Am I missing something? No? I don't think so. And that will be game. So I'll get my last 2 prize cards. But yeah. This deck is pretty good. I wish I could have showed you guys more of the Absol part of it, but you did see it in the... That's the reason we did win Game 2. Game 3, we just hit B-Drill, and I didn't get a great start hitting B-Drill. That's one of those... I'm doing things. That's one of those decks you kind of need a good start. Anyways, let's just go and review this deck, shall we? Let us like kind of review what we saw. And there you have it, folks. Mega Absol Box is so back. You could probably adjust some of the cards here and there for some of the matchups. For example, that B-Drill deck has made me consider playing 7 Dark and 1 Prism, or 1 Fire, and then take Budew out for Moltres. But I don't think you really need to, because if you get the right start and you're able to get an early game attacking Kangaskhan, it could be really devastating for that deck. And also, you guys did see just how, like, if I was able to get Absol out, how much terminal period knockouts I would have been able to take that game. It would have been really good. So realistically, I don't think you need to worry too much about it. That, and also, like, most of the grass decks that you need to worry about are things like Festival Lead, B-Drill, the Ogre Pawn deck. All of those decks struggle against Grimmsnarl in general because of the numbers. They have to take Grimmsnarl out once, and if they leave damage on your board, it's game over at that point for any of those decks. So it's really just kind of situational. You can suggest that, and if you do make that change, I would also recommend switching to 1 Energy Switch for Chorus's Tenacity to be able to search that new energy, since there's no non-dark energy search in the deck. Yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you want to see this deck being played in paper at a locals, like the video, and maybe we'll do that next. Maybe I will take this abomination of a new Absol box to locals and see how it goes. So if you do want to see that, make sure you like the video and subscribe so you don't miss that. And also so you don't miss any other future videos. And if you're a BGC fan, don't worry. Champions is on the way. If you're a TCG fan, great news. Plenty more deck profiles are coming in the future. I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be talking about Petrel EX as a deck as a whole, so I hope you guys are also excited for that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then, bye-bye.